Well, I didn't want to have to do it, but I finally had to put one of my fish in timeout. The black convict, one you see there in his little container in jail. Well, his name's Trustee, by the way. He's in jail. Anyways, him and the Firemouth, which is just went after the Green Terror, are the tank bosses. The Firemouth will let the Texas Cichlid, Jack Dempsey's, Green Terror, and everybody else swim around his territory and occasionally chase him. The Black Convict, on the other hand, anybody crosses past that driftwood right there onto this left side of the tank, he would just vigorously attack them. I'm talking about he used to not be so bad. It was actually the Green Terror and the Firemouth were the tank bosses, and the Green Terror allowed others to swim in his territory as long as they didn't get near that cave, and the Firemouth the same thing. But as the Black Convict took over, he started becoming the police and the second tank boss, but he's too aggressive, so I'm having to calm him down. And it's actually my fault I did that. I tried to stick a female black convict in there, and after I did that, I mean, he was all over this tank. I mean, he went wild, and even though I took her out, he still left an effect on the Green Terror. Green Terror was scared of him now. Texas Cichlid was scared of him now, and the Firemouth wouldn't even go near his territory anymore then. He still respected the Firemouth side of the territory, the right side, but he was definitely, bullying the others quite a bit. They're still healthy. It wasn't enough to stress them out or nothing. They got enough places to hide. There's plenty of obstacles in here for them to get away. I just needed to, put this guy in his place so I can kind of get things back right. I preferred it when the Green Terror and the Firemouth are the tank bosses, so to say, because they tend to police a lot better. When those two Jack Dempseys start going at it, the Firemouth and the Green Terror always seem to break it up before they do any harm to themselves, or even lock up when they're just flaring up with each other. They'll flare up, and right when they're about to lock, the Firemouth or the Green Terror come and say, "Hey, break it up, break it up." It ain't gonna happen. Same thing with the Texas Cichlid before the Black Convict became a terror. He used to flare up with the Texas Cichlid, and they would, flare up with each other, and the Green Terror would always come and break it up. But ever since the Black Convict took over, he wasn't doing no policing. He was just straight bullying. So, calming him down. This is kind of what you do when you're dealing with the overly aggressive fish and you're trying to keep a community tank. Don't put a bunch of territories in there. As you see, I only got really 2, and they're kind of more open areas. They're not territories. They're just more of the obstacles. That's what you want, is obstacle courses, more say. And then, of course, get you, at least one of each type of cichlid that you would prefer, South American, Central American, and just kind of keep it a little bit overstocked, and it will kind of help with the aggression. Also, don't keep it so warm. Just a couple little tips, but it's what I'm doing to get the Black Convict to get back into his place, calm him down after me doing the biggest mistake of trying to add a female Black Convict in there with him. Not gonna do that with this. We'll keep that. Any time of breeding I'm going to go grab another tank, and we'll, separate them and breed them in the other tank versus trying to breed them in this community tank, because, once the male and female get together, they just seem to get overly aggressive. I appreciate y'all watching. If you have any questions, tips, or comments, please leave it in the section below. Thank y'all.